there's a point that he makes here which relates to one of those silly questions that people sometimes ask. And that silly question is, well, can God make a stone so heavy that he can't lift it? And this is a way to pose a logical puzzle that maybe God is contradictory to himself, because we say that God is all-powerful, but to say somebody's all-powerful is a contradiction. It's impossible to be all-powerful, because to be all-powerful, you have to be able to do all things. And in order to be able to do all things, you have to be able to not be all-powerful, because that's a thing that's a theoretical thing. Like, God could make himself not all-powerful. But then if he could make himself not all-powerful, then he's not all-powerful. Therefore, there's a contradiction in this idea of omnipotence. So therefore, God's not omnipotent, or God doesn't exist. That's kind of the claim that's made sometimes. You hear this from atheists at times. But this is really a misunderstanding of what we're saying when we say that God is all-powerful, or that God can do all things. It's not actually true that God can do all things. We ascribe to God, Jacob says, everything that does not imply a contradiction in his nature. And so we're saying that God is omnipotent, he's all-powerful. We're saying that he can do anything that is not contradictory to his being. So, for example, God can't sin. So if God can just do everything, and that's really what we mean, that he's all-powerful, he can do anything he wants, well, then God could sin. Well, what is sin? Sin is that which is contrasted with goodness, and goodness is God's own nature. God is the good. So therefore, sin is a contradiction against God. So how can God commit a sin when sin is a contradiction against him by very definition? It doesn't make any sense. So this would be a contradiction. So God can do all of that which is consistent with his very nature. So it's important to understand what it is that we mean when we say we attribute these kind of things to God, like omnipotence.